I didn't know if Simi was asleep or if Vince was doing something. I don't know if you
Jimmy
read it.
just so he shouldn't be. I don't know if Vince read it, but Simmons shouldn't be. He just
I actually still haven't gotten a chance to talk about Scissor 7 season 3 at all yet, so I fucking need to do that. Because to me that was the best season easily.
I thought actually maybe
Oh, by the way, I like Nagant. I like her.
let's go.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah, almost done with the chapter. Then I'll be ready. I had to reread the last chapter because I almost forgot what happened.
They try to get Alman out the pain. He said he thought I was sweet. He thought I was sweet because I'm skinny now. Nah, hit the swerve. Skirt. Hit with the skirt. What? Who hopped in?
Nobody. Just dandy.
I forgot to tweet this out. I didn't know if she was.
Hatred. There was never anyone to love him.
Why do I get recommended the randomest things? Why? What made you think I want to see anything Black Clover? Just what? I'm not interested. Stop. Respect me. Algorithm? Fuck. The algorithm don't respect me. What's up, Abdel?
Don't deny yourself from greatness.
I don't need it.
You don't want it, but you need it.
Nah. Oh, Kawhi's not trying to go home, huh? He said you're not going home today. Not like this one. We're good, Abdel. We're doing the best we can. I had a rough week, but that's life, man. It'd be like that. But that might have been my favorite One Piece chapter in the thousands.
Oh shit! I ain't read it yet. Hold up.
Wow. Did you read My Hero?
Wait, me?
No, I'm talking to Sim. He was silent.
Oh, Simi just
he ducked out. He ducked out. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. All right, go read it and then come back when you're done, or mute yourself. I don't know if you muted to do it, but yeah.
No, that nigga deaf and muted. That's why he was gone immediately.
What's up, Almighty? Kiku was buds. Oh, what's up, Sykes? Send me a fraud. He a fraud. He was up. He has no reason. He could have run that shit on the train to work. He had no reason. There's no reason. He a fraud. Yes, I'm back. I apologize for that a little week delay. Just something kind of tragic happens, and I had to take on a couple extra responsibilities. So I needed to be here in the moment, like not online and doing a bunch of shit. I need to focus on some stuff. But we here, we back. So let's talk some One Piece, some My Hero. I thought both chapters were really good. Let's talk about One Piece, obviously. But I mean, I kind of wait for Simi, so I want one thing crazy. But
So I got a question: Is he really out the paint? Is old boy out the paint for him?
I don't think Kinemon is out the pain. I think Kanjuro and Kiku actually might be dead, for real, this time. I didn't think Kanjuro was gonna make it to the end of the arc. I think he's actually dead, but it's One Piece. You never like. Let's say I never see Kiku again this whole war, and the arc is over, and there's a party at the end. Is she alive? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't even bat an eye. I'd be like, yeah, that's about right. Because if Pell could survive, all get wet up, his neck and back and crack everything crack up, then go take a bomb and he good. Hey, man. But yeah, we good. Good evening. Good evening to you as well. Conjurer probably, but I don't believe a sequel until we see the banquet. I love seeing respect on Deku's name. Oh yeah, Deku been putting in some work lately. But yeah, I would say that this was probably my favorite chapter of not Wano, but like since like the chapter the thousands hit. I thought they were really good. That was really good. There's like a lot of things that happen, like from some action stuff. I really like the. I'll start here. Did I notice the crack in Kaido's club? Oh, I think Luffy did that, but from the step. I didn't notice, but I just looked at my screen and I could see it now. But no, I didn't notice that at all. Kiku finna be shown in the cover page in the final arc. What's up, Breezy Bird? Yeah, she gonna just pop up like, with both hands, with both hands. Yeah, the Joy Boy name drop was crazy because that insinuates that like there's a level of knowledge that Kaido is actually privy to, and I understand because of the type of character he is, you wouldn't actually assume he because he said guess like you're not doing like like the way that he said it is like what do you know, bro? Like that was crazy, that was insane. And I made sure not to overreact to it when I saw it in the live reaction because I actually wanted to dive into it. And I knew if I reacted to it then and there, I would have went on like a 5-minute tangent. You know those ones where it's like, as I'm trying to discover the mystery in my head, I'm just blah, 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 ranting. I didn't want to rant then. So now wait till everyone else comes back. But my favorite part of the chapter was actually the Caesar Clown and Chopper stuff. Because that just made sense to me. Like, it just made nothing but sense to me. I'm like, you are the only two people that we know who have basically used science and medicine to modify your devil fruits, right? So, when Caesar was like, you can only get giant for 3 minutes? That's trash. I started dying of laughter because he's not wrong. I'm like, first of all, why are you packing him? Then he's like, there'll be more risks. He's like, aren't you a fucking pirate? Are you that frail? I'm like, yo, talk to that nigga. Yo, talk to him. He was speaking facts. They put their minds together, and now he can do it for like 30 minutes. That you need to be able to be in your strongest form for as long as possible with the least amount of drawbacks. I love that they were able to do that. It just made sense to me. So yeah, I like that part a lot. What's up, Wally? What's going on? I thought the Caesar and Chopper part was ass. Really? Chopper hated Caesar as far as I know. I felt like it came out of nowhere. No, it definitely nothing that we've seen would indicate that like they would do something of the sort. The reason why I like it is because I said it's sensible. It's not about them liking each other. I'm like, this just makes sense to me. Like this is something that should happen because I've thought about this in my head a lot of the time. Like, wait a minute. You have done modifications to your gas Logia, and he has done modification with a drug that allows him to manipulate all these levels of transformation. So it's like, why wouldn't you guys just put your heads together and see what you can do? I didn't hate it. I didn't mind it. And considering what went on with Whole Cake, because Caesar was kind of quote unquote on our side or our hostage, whatever you want to call it, it's not that crazy. Don't get it twisted. I'm obviously rationalizing to make it make sense. I'm not saying it kind of came out of, it didn't really come out of nowhere, but it didn't bother me. I like that. I like that because I'm like, no, you should be doing stuff like this. So I hear you. Caesar be like, embrace being a monster on God. Why the fuck didn't we see that in Punk Hazard? I don't think Punk Hazard is when they did that, did they? Next thing we know, the whole crew trained in Future Sight, and we learned. No, they're not gonna do that. I mean, I guess my question to you would be, what exactly are you upset about? It's just the fact that you didn't think that it was properly hinted at or foreshadowed. Like is that the main issue? Like the way that it was presented to you, like, or was it the fact that they're working together in general? Like, you know what I'm saying? Kaido, at least in my opinion, has exceeded expectation. Dude is so raw. Yeah, Kaido's been raw. What's up, Vash? By the way, I appreciate you checking on me. Hope everyone's doing well this Friday night. Yeah, I'm watching. I'm gonna see if he's sorry ass clip. I have the Clippers game on right now. I'm still watching it as we stream.
So
To see if they're gonna choke. So we'll see what happens. But that's I guess What my favorite part of the other than that, the Caesar stuff. What else did I really like in this chapter? There's a Joy Boy scene. Oh, I like Kid's reaction to Luffy, quote unquote, going down. I find too often in a lot of stories that I read, even if a character is like a rival character or standoffish and whatnot, they're a little too amiable for my liking. So when Big Mom was like, "Ha, you heard that?" The kid's like, "I don't give a fuck." I'm like, yes, you shouldn't give a fuck. You should not give a fuck. Hey, Pat, turn that shit on mute and watch the. I'm watching the game right now. The Clipper game is on, Pat. Hop in and talk some One Piece. What the fuck you talking about, bro? Get in here. But yeah, Kid's energy had me rolling because I felt like that made sense. That's how he should react. Like, this is my rival. This is a pirate, and Kid is very overconfident. He's probably thinking, "Man, I'll whoop Big Mom, then I'll whoop Kaido. Fuck, I don't need that nigga." So, I like that. That was Pat. Pat, your team's not even playing. It's the Clippers. My man Zodiac has arrived. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Quit speaking that negative energy to the air. Okay, Sykes, my bad. I actually don't want I want this to be a series, so I want the Clippers to win this game at least, or win these next two. And I'm not gonna hold you. I don't like Luka. I don't like him. I don't know what it is. He's a great player. He's phenomenal. He's the real deal, Bradley Beal. But I just don't like him. I don't know why. I don't like Zion either. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the media. I don't know. I don't like him. But Ja Morant.
The GOAT?
Yes, sir! John Morant, I'm on my Grizzly.
I mean, Younger Bomb. I mean, I feel like he could be hiding something, but we ain't really get to see him flex like that.
Yeah, you're right. And Kid means it. Kid fighting Big Mom is so dumb. Why is it dumb? Oh, you mean like he's he's out of his element, like he's obviously out of his league, like he's punching way above his You said racism and coonery. Wait a minute. I said that's why I said. so because you said racism. I said Zion. You said coonery. Nah.
We ready.
Okay, you ready both?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're on One Piece right now. Real quick, how you feel about that Chopper and Caesar thing? I loved it. I thought it made so much sense to me.
Absolutely.
As the literal only two characters we've seen modify their devil fruit like that with science and medicine, I thought this made sense. But go ahead.
Yeah, it was a no-brainer. I mean, shit, before that, I thought it was crazy that fucking, Chopper hit a goddamn brain buster. Queen, I said, wait, hold on a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Chopper got conquered? Let me stop. But I thought that was fucking cool. I wasn't expecting Chopper, do no shit like that. Lift that nigga up and literally suplex him across the goddamn live floor. But yeah, that little flashback was fucking fire. Yeah, I can't wait to see what else or if he modified any of his other
forms at all.
Ball. Yeah.
Well, he doesn't need them anymore. He only needs it for Monster Point now. But that's still interesting. Like if now, like I don't know. That's interesting. You never know. But some people in the chat basically, my understanding is they don't like how it was presented, simply due to the fact that they're basically, Caesar and Chopper don't get along and things of that nature, so they didn't think it really made sense. The thing about me is that I would say is that because they were traveling together for so long, and at the end of the day, like, I don't know. I hear what they're saying. I don't think they're wrong to think that. I think it's because this is something that's been in my head for a long time, because I actually didn't think for Chopper to actually extend the time he's in it. I'm thinking like he should enhance the drug to mitigate the after effects that he can't fucking move. But Caesar being like, you can only transform for 3 minutes? That's trash. He's like, but there's side effects. He's like, aren't you a pirate? Are you that for real? I started dying. I said, bro, he's talking though. He's talking. He's not wrong.
Not because it's like, I didn't even take it like that. Because, of course they don't like each other. Absolutely. Caesar goes completely against Chopper's ethics, but I'm thinking it like this. Chopper's thinking more of not, I have to work with somebody I don't like, but more of, I literally have to get fucking stronger, otherwise I'm gonna just be a liability to my crew members. So that's why he fucking did it.
I agree with that, that will kind of harken back to Zoro throwing away a little bit of his pride in pursuit of Luffy's dream to ask Mihawk to train him. So There's a level of consistency there. And I obviously Gomu Gomu no force reach for that one and forced it, but I'm just saying. Go ahead though. Sorry.
Yeah, so I didn't really have a problem with that at all because I'm not taking it as, oh, this is a betrayal to Chopper's character, or he would never do no shit like that or anything like that. He's literally along the lines of like, yo, we all got stronger, yeah, but fucking Caesar got a point. Did I really
I knew
get
you'd pick
that
One Piece,
much?
bitch. No, sorry. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead, Simi. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. I'm good.
Go ahead, Simi. Keep going.
Yeah, but did I really get that much fucking stronger? So yeah, I mean, I would did the same exact thing. Like, bro, come on. If I could increase my powers, if I could be a little bit more helpful to my niggas, and let's go.
Yeah.
It don't matter who fucking helps me. Do that.
Queen is trash at this point. I mean, Queen is garbage at this point. Is he? I don't think so. I feel like he's just playing possum. I don't think he was. I think he's letting him flip him. Like, you tired? You good? You got out your system? Your temper tantrum's over? I don't think it's a big deal. I'm guessing that's what it is. But what's your reasoning though? Because Queen is still probably my favorite All Star or Calamity, whatever. Kaido said Gomu Gomu. Kaido said, what did you say? Gomu Gomu. Oh, no. That shit was garbage. Nigga, stretchy? What I appreciate at the beginning of the chapter, by the way, is just that I feel like Kaido explained why he won him immediately, even though we didn't see it. It's like, your technique left a lot to be desired. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. You tap it. I still think that from just a willpower to willpower standpoint, clash to clash, I really still think Luffy has the most in this series, but obviously he just learned this, and Kaido's probably been using this shit for years, so he's a lot more experienced, so that makes sense. But I didn't think he would actually fall in the water. So when I seen Splash, I said, oh, damn. Cause like even at the end of the chapter, we seen that Onigashima was close to the capital or the mainland or whatever. I don't think it's over the flower capital yet. But so I thought Luffy was gonna fall and land on the cap, like somewhere in Wano, you know? That boy's in the water. It's looking bleak, but I like this development. Like, because for me, like, I could say for the first time in a long time in One Piece, I'm genuinely worried. I'm worried. Like, I'm like, oh shit, bro. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. I don't know. There's no answer. Just, run away. So, but Pat, how you feel with the chapter, brother? How do you feel in general?
Man, yesterday I watched the Nuggets spank the Blazers. I was happy as shit. I took a nap earlier that day because I was like, the chapter about to drop. I'm gonna stay up late to read this bitch. Chapter come out. Fucking niggas was pressed to read the chapter. The site traffic was crazy. Couldn't even read the chapter for like 20 minutes after they posted it. I'm like, God damn, I'm annoyed. Then I finally get through. I was like, all right, let me read it. I'm reading this shit. Chapter start off. Kaido start laughing my goat out. I was like, damn. Luffy, you gotta come back for like round 4 or whatever round this is now, because it keeps getting on you. Then, fast forward towards the end of the chapter, this nigga Kanjuro get Kiku out the paint. My second favorite scabber. I'm like,
I like Kiku. We're not giving her a pass. You're a fucking bozo. No. You know it wasn't Odin. I don't care. You're a bozo. Die. That's what you get. Die. You don't deserve to see another sunset. What the fuck was that? She's a fucking clown. I don't care. I'm not giving her a pass for that.
She's soft. She's soft, man. Then Kinemon do what needed to be done. I'm thinking, okay, that's the end of the chapter.
Right?
No, this nigga Kaido pulled up like the Grim Reaper.
Nigga, I screamed.
Shit out of
I
me.
screamed. I real life screamed. He scared the fuck out of me.
Okay. I was like, where the fuck did he come from? I'm thinking, okay, they're gonna end the chapter with him staring down Kinemon or whatever, and Kinemon telling him to go. No. This nigga brought his whole mace down on Kinemon's head, squashed him like a pancake. I said, man, so Kinemon not gonna reunite with his wife?
No.
All right, man. I cut the video. I didn't even say bye to people in my live reaction. I cut the video. I said, I'm going.
I'm gonna watch it after. I didn't get to watch anyone's reaction yet because I literally like recorded shit like 6 a.m. and I ran out the house. So,
bro,
oh,
I cut that shit. I just curled up in a bed and went to sleep. Depression pack. I was so sad, bro. I was so upset. I woke up. They was talking about the chapter in the group chat. I was like, man. I just curled back up in my bed. I was like, fuck that.
I like Kiku. Like I don't like. I'm gonna like my favorite Scabber was shooting Maru aka Ashura Doji, but man, I like Kiku. I'm like, bro, you're screaming at it. It's not thing. Don't look, Momo, and then you didn't do it. You, yeah. I'm not saying it wasn't hard to do, but she had already cut him down that first time. It's partially her fault that it happened the first time and he did it again. Yeah, just get the fuck out of here. At this point, you're a liability. You're useless. Die. So, not giving her a pass on that. Really not. Just out here looking at the 504 page. Oh man, I feel that. Yeah, he did. He really did go to clean up bad. He was on his on his Tetsuya Yuki Raichi gimmick. You know what I'm saying? Put me in the 4th spot, clean up hitter. You know what I'm talking about? Hit out the park. Yes, sir. Nah, but really, like, like kind of like Kinemon did. I'm like, all right, Kinemon, you have to do. And then I see he's like, I just see this medicine figure. I'm like, no. I'm like, oh, nigga, kind of. You know what it reminded me of? Like, just like, oh, finally we beat that nigga Frieza, Spirit Bomb. Krillin like, ah, you know. I was like, yeah. Oh god, that was really good because I should have seen it coming because he's like, for Mary, you know what I'm saying, announced to everybody that I won. First of all, good tactic. Even though he knows better to the sense of like, yo, I can't prove it. I forgot to take his head. Fuck, they're not gonna believe me. But it's still a good tactic because just planting those seeds of doubt will lower general morale, especially for anyone who holds Luffy in really high regard. So I like that. And they told him where Momo was. And remember what King was? I think King was when he mentioned it first, right? He's like, we kill Momo, we demoralize them. There's no future Shogun type beat. It's over. We win. So Kyle's like, enough of this farce. I'm tired of this shit. I'm trying to turn up. I've had sake in like 2 hours, bro. So he's trying to finish the job. But the way he swung that bat on Kinemon was menacing. I didn't notice the crack initially. Did you notice the crack though? On his bat.
When I reread the chapter, yeah, okay. I saw it. I didn't see it the first time. I was too upset at what I was looking at to look at the details.
Kool-Aid type beat. Naya treated Kiku like that chick on his I don't enable bad behavior. I don't care who you are. Kaido said, fuck the cleanup. I am the cleanup. Yeah. They gonna reunite with Kiku in the afterlife. There was no blood splash at all, by the way. You think you screamed? Wait till Uzumaki Khan sees that. Who's that again?
Wow. The live reactor.
Oh wait, yes, and he quit.
The door fell on his head.
Yes, and he quit, and then he came back recently. Yes. I like him. You like him. He's got good energy. I fuck with him.
He's a good dude. He's a
good guy. He seems like a good man. I fuck with him. Not gonna lie, I'm not mad at Kiku. I could see why you say that and someone feeling for her. I'm just not the one that's feeling for her. Like if I was Kinemon, I wouldn't even cradle you. I'd just be like, I'd look at you like, listen, when I die in like 40 years, we'll talk. And I'll walk off. Kizaru. Oh, yo, DS Drake. If if Kizaru comes, I won't shut up, right? I'll be so fucking obnoxious. Don't let him come to this island right now. Don't let him come to this island. I'll be so obnoxious. I don't get why niggas like Kiku. She done nothing to like, in my opinion. I mean,
bro, what's wrong with liking kind-hearted characters? Damn.
It's one thing to be like, I don't understand why people think she's a super duper well written character, but like you could like for any reason. I like characters for the dumbest, simplest of reasons. So you don't even need a good one. You could be like, yo, I like her design. Boom. That's it. All you need. It's not that deep, I don't think. See, there you go, Nova. Oni Mascara. Kiku Nojo. Yes, sir.
Hey, the Mask Raw, she nice. When you play Pirate Warriors 4, she got one of the best movesets. In the anime, they did her justice when she was fighting alongside Zoro.
Kawhi's not going home like this. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Sorry.
No, that nigga's getting a bucket. But nah, Kiku, there's a lot of reasons to like Kiku. Kiku's cool.
Kiku's sexy. It is what it is. Kiku fumbled, Sai, Kaido suffering from success. yes, he is. Almighty Fish makes on with you. Hey man, Kiku took losing like a champ. That's likable. Oh, that's true. and then cauterize the wound immediately. Yeah. End of the day, like, I don't think Kiku's like an amazing character or anything, but I like Kiku. Like, I liked damn, what's the fish man's name again?
Kawamatsu.
Kawamatsu. I like him. I like his design. I like his sword because it has no like hilt. Is it a hilt? It's just like it has the part you hold and the blade. Like there's no like hilt stuff. So like I like that. But I like Uzumaki Clan when first. I like Kiku when she was first introduced. I'm a fan of big women, but if it wasn't the case, hey, that's a big lady. That's a big lady. I want to ask you about because my favorite part of the chapter was actually we're gonna hop into the Joy Boy stuff in a bit. I know Easter you're chopping at the bits. I don't want this to be too long, but so we'll get to My Hero stuff. Give me a second. I'm sorry, a lot happened. My favorite part of the chapter was actually the Chopper and Caesar stuff. How did you feel about it? Some people don't like how it kind of came out of nowhere, I suppose. But how did you feel about it, and do you agree with that sentiment?
You said it came out of nowhere.
I guess like because they don't get along. There's no indication of it. It feels like a plot device power up to say that Chopper could stay in the Monster Point form a lot longer.
Oh, brother. Look, they both doctors. They both worked together to make an antidote. They both had an extended amount of time together between Zoe and Whole Cake Island. Mm-hmm. Why is it so far-fetched to believe that they put their scientific minds together to come up with something like this? And the nigga, it's not like he said, oh, it's going to be a perfect drug that's going to power you up. You're going to be able to help your friends. He said, no, there's going to be some risks, but we can experiment and see how things go. Mm-hmm. There's going to be some side effects. We haven't seen the side effects yet.
I just like how he did it. To me it came across as like he was berating him. He's like, you can only get the fight for 3 minutes. I started laughing. I don't know why. I'm like, yo, why you call for Chopper like that? Chopper, he got defensive. Like, well, there's side effects. He's like, aren't you a fucking pirate? Are you really that fragile? I started dying even more. I said, hold on. I agree with Caesar. I agree with him. You spin. Thought he was spitting. So, I guess because it came randomly out of nowhere with no build up, that reasoning don't make sense to you. I mean, hey, each their own. You can disagree.
Everything needs build up now.
I mean, one thing about me, right, is like Oda is a certain type of storyteller, and there's certain things that where like people like kind of complain about. You know how I say it's an exercise in futility to argue certain things. I don't really get it. I know a lot of people are used to seeing it happen a certain way in other stories, but there's no one size fits all. I honestly think I think someone feeling like, hey, what? Like that seemingly out of nowhere, like I think that makes sense, but I don't think it's a sticking point to really be that mad about. Like it's one of those things where like for me, like I'm gonna choose my battles when it comes to something I'm gonna nitpick. Like to me that's more of a nitpick than a criticism. But I understand. Again, it might just be the fact that I really wanted this to happen in some capacity for a long time. But I was more so thinking, what could Chopper and Caesar do to mitigate the after effects of Monster Point? Because he can't move after. Not actually elongate the time that he can stay in it, which actually makes more sense to me. So, but yeah. How do you feel about kids? I know it's a small thing, but I think kids' energy when Big Mom's like, haha, you see? Stride's dad, like, I don't give a fuck. what that got to do with me? I said, hold on. I like this energy. I feel like that's the exact response you should have had.
Yeah, it's consistent. These things, Luffy and Kid, they're not friends. Like, ever since whatchamacallit, when they was in Udon, and then Luffy was like, "You want to team up?" Kid was like, "Fuck no," and then Luffy was like, "Good, I don't want to team up with your ass either." Like, bro, every time one of them does something, the other is like, "Hey, I'm here too," Like when they was on the rooftop, as soon as Luffy get there, kids start egging him on like, "Hey, you here to see me fight? Like, I'm not here waiting for you. I'm here, and you just came. You're gonna see me do something." Mm-hmm. Or when they were fucking fighting, and then Luffy's like, "So if you dodge that, you a bitch." And Kid was like, "Okay, I'm not gonna dodge it either." Like it stays consistent with it. Like I like it.
All right, that's what I was wondering because I like that for whatever reason that really stood out to me. So I was like, I started laughing. I'm like, he's like, yeah, it's like, give a fuck about that nigga. What got to do with me? I'm over here winning. Excuse me. Almighty Fish Mates. Didn't care what the Caesar. I had to watch your live reaction too. By the way, I didn't see yours yet either. Almighty. I didn't care about the Caesar stuff. It was funny to me, but I feel like certain plot points can be focused on more. I wanted Oda to develop Chopper's rumble ball, but execution matters to me. I kind of hear you. I think one thing that's happened with One Piece in a lot of ways is because the story has gotten so big and the cast has gotten so expansive. Some things are just to the point when it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like he has to kind of prioritize that. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm saying I have to like it, but I've accepted the reality of the situation, I guess. I personally don't like how that flashback potentially leads up possibly for the Caesar to be somewhat redeemed because he helped Chopper.
No, look. Just because you help somebody doesn't mean that you're being
He's
redeemed.
helping pirates
And,
too, so it's like
exactly. You're not over here like, oh, I'm gonna help Chopper now, so forgive me for all my crimes. No. Caesar Clown is still a piece of shit, and they don't like him. They said that when they gave him his heart back. He's a piece of trash. They don't like him.
Caesar for Nakama. I like Kid's responses too. I mean, we've seen Caesar help all the Strats and Zoes, and like he stays quiet when moving the crew. I mean, he was trying to help him out with the plan to take down Big Mom and everything as well, even though that was obviously because he didn't want to be indebted to her. Like, he had his own personal motivations for going along with it too, so it's not like he was just doing it out of the kindness of his heart. As long as Kid is fighting Big Mom, I don't really care about him. Oh! I forgot. Okay, I'll bring this up in a second. Sorry, he's still standing against Big Mom, so that's cool. Caesar out here still affecting the story on some Toji type beat. That's my future Straw Hat. Hey, watching my content, happy as fuck. Yeah, I do my best to watch everything, especially if it's like the little guy, like quote unquote little guy. Like some of my friends who have like blown up, I'm like, y'all don't need my help like that. I'm watching what I can. I can't wait for a Peril to put Marco in the cat and the body bags. Yep. I wonder what other supernovas Luffy may have a confrontation with in the future besides Kid. None. I hope these fights don't get off screen because who's already out of his form. Hey, who's who and Jinbei are boxing. They boxing. Damn it. What was I gonna say? Okay, so. Why does it like that? Doesn't like that Kid is fighting Big Mom because he has smoke with Kaido for what Kaido did to him and his crew and whatnot on Wano. So I think he was saying that because now that he's fighting Big Mom, he's not a fan of that. I'll say this, kind of fair, but the way that I kind of picture Kid is somebody who's like I truly believe in his mind. He's like, I'm gonna whoop her ass, then I'm gonna whoop his ass. That's literally how I'm seeing it. So. And he does have he's had a run-in with Big Mom. It's not like he's a fan of her, so and taking down a Yonko is still a big deal, no matter which one it is. So like I hear you because he's motivated by taking down Kaido. He came to the rooftop to Kaido and stuff like that. So I kind of understand what you're saying, but him and Law came up with a plan to separate them anyways, and then he decided to go after Big Mom because of for a certain reason. He had something prepared, it seems. So we'll see what he happens. This Kid stuff is pretty contentious though. It's really wild. Cause I think I just saw a thumbnail or something on Twitter where somebody, I think, was it? Damn, I think it was King of Lightning. Put out a video that like Kid is overrated or trash or something, and they're like, I don't want to watch this video or like don't recommend me this channel. The Kid stuff is going kind of crazy. I don't know. How do you feel about all that? And send me too.
Listen, man. There's another disconnect between me and y'all because the shit y'all complaining about, I'm good off of. I don't got a single issue with none of that. I don't got a single issue with the flashback. I don't got a single issue with how Chopper got his quote unquote power up, if I would even consider it that. It's not like he's more powerful. He could just last longer in the form.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
there it is.
I don't got a problem with Kid doing anything either. I don't got a problem with the fact that he's still standing up against Big Mom. I don't have a problem that he's not fighting Kaido anymore. It's like, yeah, man. Whatever y'all seeing, I'm not seeing it. That being said, the one panel of Kid and Big Mom that we got was fine. I didn't have issue with it, and his character stayed in line. It was cool. The answer I was fucking expecting him to say. So I mean, I don't know, no real comment on that side of things. I already said how I feel about the fucking Chopper and Caesar thing, and um, Pat said it the best. Just because he fucking helped Chopper does not mean that he's remotely fucking redeemable or is going to get redeemed or anything like that.
Yeah, Caesar for Nakama.
Mm.
So, Naya, do you think Kaido went to Marineford because he thought Ace was Joy Boy? So let's talk about the Joy Boy thing because
Oh,
that was
can I
big.
just input something real quick?
Go ahead.
I just want to say scientists are very curious people in its own right. So a lot of times they don't care about alignments or good or right. They just want to do shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that could in some way, shape, or form pay off for his own research. You never know. So, that's a good point. But the joy, how did you really think and interpret that joy? I don't know if I don't think Kaido was going there for Ace, being Joy Boy. But obviously he knows a lot more than he's letting on. Which is kind of crazy. Kawhi is so strong, dude. What the fuck? Um, Shit, I lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought. Joy Boy. Someone talk about Joy Boy. Give me a sec.
Joy
Man, I don't
Boy.
know what to say. That's
Yeah, we don't know shit about him.
Uh,
what I'm saying.
I may not be the biggest One Piece guy, but I would like to say that wasn't Kaido with the Rocks Pirates correct? Am I wrong?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
And
was.
they were rolling around back with Roger and them, and on their level too. So I would assume they know stuff because they were in like what was it, God Death Valley? What was it again? The place that was wiped off the face of the
It was
history.
God Valley.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure since they go back that deep with their history, I would assume he knows more than just your average Joe.
I mean, but even
Possibly.
that
Sorry,
Joy
sorry,
Boy
sorry,
is long gone
sorry,
since.
sorry. Yeah. No, like, yeah. I actually heard what you said. One thing about water. Now here's the thing. Like, Kaido knows more than that's on, and like you said, like the rock stuff and everything. You're spot on. Like, obviously his history is rich and whatnot. So there's a lot of that in there. But it's like, what does that mean to be Joy Boy? I don't know if Kaido was looking for Joy Boy, so I feel like he's got his own gimmick about his like a legendary death and stuff. I think that is his most important goal and whatnot. But him saying that was very interesting. I haven't really like personally speculated on my own many things about Joy Boy, and I don't know what any of the community beliefs are. Even though, generally speaking, I don't agree with the community. Like, to give an example, like it's a pretty common belief that Blackbeard has three personalities, and that's why he can do what he does.
Nonsense.
I absolutely have
Nonsense.
never once subscribed to that theory, not one time. So like a lot of things that the community kind of believes, I don't agree with, but like what are some of the opinions and theories and whatnot that we know about Joy Boy chat? Like you guys tell us and we can whatever. Whose birthday is it? Hey, you legal in Canada. You could get a drink. Happy birthday, Sykes. My guy. That man's old. 19? Man, that pension time. I'm joking. Let me see now. Joy Boy. People think Joy Boy is a title. Okay. The God Body thing made me think it came up in the Roger. Depends on what is mentioned. Feel like Luffy's gonna be a reincarnation of Joy Boy. Whitebeard went to Marineford for Ace because he thought he was Joy Boy. In my opinion, the Joy Boy thing makes me wonder how much did Zebek tell his crew, or did he find out about the stuff while being an emperor? Shit.
I
United.
mean, the only people that know anything are the ones that read the poneglyphs and the ones that were told about what was on the poneglyphs. So that would be Whitebeard, Roger, Odin, Robin to some extent because she hasn't read all of them yet,
Three of
and
them did.
and literally everybody that was on what you would call O'Hara, they're all dead. So like nobody knows anything really.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, from what we've seen so far, it looks like Kaido's just done playing games. Honestly,
Yeah.
like earlier, he was fucking around, he was having fun, he's had his fun now. Like Luffy hit him a couple times, he was like, all right, that's enough. Now he's just come here to just take names, just he's ready for this shit to be over. Like the raid, he wants it to be done. He's ready to drink again. This shit looking scary.
Yep. Oh, I have to mention these two things real quick. Well, no, we'll stay on the Joy Boy thing for a second. But okay, I didn't. I see what you're saying. He says, "Seems like you couldn't be Joy Boy either." I don't know if that means there's multiple Joy Boys, but it could be being that. Oh, but okay, I get what you're saying. So it seems like during like this showed him that he wasn't Joy Boy. So maybe when he's fighting other people, he's thinking this isn't Joy Boy. Okay, so I hear what you're saying now. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not really the theory crafting type like that. Like, that's not my forte. I'm gonna lie to you. So,
It's not even, I mean, oh
Go ahead.
shit. Yeah, it's like it's not even that I'm not the theory crafting type. It's just what am I supposed to do with that?
I have no idea.
We don't know nothing about him.
Anything I'm saying is coming from the crease of my butthole. So,
Like-
that's what I hear, you know.
Like the Poneglyphs was written almost an entire century after fucking Joy Boy's escapades. The majority of people who have read all of the Poneglyphs are dead, and it's like, what are we supposed to do with that? I read that panel. I just looked at it for 1 second. I scrolled left. It can move to the next page because I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that.
It reminds
Like,
me
it's a
of the Big
crazy
Hat.
line. Exactly.
Yeah,
Like, what am I
yup,
supposed
Like,
to do with that?
like, I'm pretty sure you could like if you find a live reaction, I'm just silent for like 15 seconds. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to make. I literally have nothing. I have anything I say. I know I just sound foolish. And the thing about me is, if I don't know, I'm telling you I don't know. I'm not gonna make shit up. That's how I've always been. Cause
And it's not.
Go ahead.
It's not like I'm saying it's not exciting. It most definitely is exciting. It's most definitely interesting. It's just we don't know shit. We still in the dark. I can't see my hands in front of my face. That's how dark it is. So it's just like, well, I guess we go find out whatever the hell he meant later.
I wonder what Luffy showed Kaido to make him think that he could be Joy Boy. I'm gonna say his ability to stand against him, get like actually kind of bringing some of the fighting spirit out of Kaido, and him being able to wound him. So, Joy Boy is Odin. Elbaf gonna go hard. Joy Boy is probably a giant. I don't know. Yeah, I looked at that hat and no neurons fired. My brain didn't do anything. It just fried. It just fried.
He shut down.
Dude. I was gonna do it too. Okay, this is unimportant, but it made me. It just is Queen a cyborg? Like,
bro.
okay.
Why is a Brachiosaurus firing lasers? What's
Okay,
going on?
so the first time he did it, I'm like, did he just shoot a fucking laser beam? What the fuck? Can dinosaurs do this, right? Then, hold on. Now I'm thinking, like, he just had the robotic arm. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But if you look at the page on the double spread when Kaido's announcing his victory, you see the way his neck looks when he's biting Chopper? What the fuck is going on? It's like separated. Like, dude, is he a cyborg? Like, I swear to God, like that shit. Dude, that's the first panel that caught my eye. Why the dinosaur's neck look like this when it extends?
You don't understand, bro. As somebody who, I mean, Simi probably knows, but you was fucking watching Cartoon Network every fucking day, and then one day they randomly decide to play The Land Before Time all fucking day. Now I look at Wano, it's a goddamn Jurassic Park. I'm seeing all these niggas turn to dinosaurs. I keep thinking Land Before Time. The nigga Queen opened his mouth and fired a laser. The disassociation was real. I was like, wait, what the fuck? I thought I was losing my mind.
When Marco pulled his neck, I don't remember seeing that when Marco did that. I didn't pay attention then. Just my first time seeing his neck like that. Don't get me wrong, he has a cybernetic arm, but I thought it was just an arm. Then he shot a laser beam from his fucking mouth as a dinosaur. So I'm like, my eyes started squinting like, I know you have some Vegapunk connection. I know he likes to mess around with like viruses. So like he's still like a tinkerer, inventive type, if you will, creative type. I don't know, this just a cool observation I guess that I made. I just was wondering. I guess he's like made some enhancements to himself and whatnot. But it don't look that way. He doesn't look that way. Like, I know Frankie like this looks monstrous and Kuma's Kuma, but like I guess he looked like flesh and blood except for his his arm to me, I would say.
This is literally melting my brain. Why is a long-necked dinosaur that is a herbivore firing lasers from his mouth? I'm not understanding it, bro. It's making me go insane. I don't get it.
Man. It's so funny though. Okay, the last important thing I think is happening in this chapter. We can't forget this. When a thing is reading the diary, and he read something that made him value his own life. That he says, it seems that I cannot afford to die. So there's something that he's reading in this diary that's like, yo, I need to live. I need to make it out of this alive because I'm going to be needed, necessary for something. I'm not going to ask what you guys think it is unless you have some kind of idea, but I just thought that was significant. I didn't want to forget to bring that up. That's really all.
Oh, is he Joy Boy?
Nah, when I read it, I immediately thought that he got, because that is Odin's journal, right? So he probably read what Odin had put down, and like maybe Odin left a memento for Momonosuke just in case, and tells him like the exploits of their journeys and why there has to be a Kozuki member to open up the borders of Wano. Because Momo can hear the voice of all things. So maybe if he dies, there will be nobody left that can do that. And that's probably integral to like whatever major is supposed to happen down the line.
I like
between
that.
the Kozuki clan and Joy Boy.
He says unlock Allen, whatever that means.
Who said that?
He's,
What does that mean?
I don't know. Unlock Allen. That's what he told me to tell you. I don't know what that means.
Oh, you're not talking about you're probably not talking about my Allen IRL. Maybe you're talking about Mr. Petrie. Hold on. You can't get in? You should be able to get in. Momo's ancient weapon. My guess is it could do with the connection to Judge. Oh yeah, it wasn't Vegapunk. Then it was Judge. My fault. Because of the Vince Smoke paper. My bad. I think it said Vegapunk earlier. Remember, Queen had an expected go get. Oh shit, go get. Yeah. Hold on. There you go. Whoa, we got that glizzy neck. Oh, he goblin. I can't believe Reggie Jackson is playing well. I hate this nigga, but all right, do your thing.
He thinks he's so nice.
I know. And tell Issa
so
get his
funny.
ass back in here. It's my hero time. What the fuck wrong with him?
He coming. Oh, yeah, he coming bike.
Yeah, time to come back because it's my hero time. All right. But yeah.
Insane.
But yeah, the chapter was really good. It's one of my favorite chapters in Wano in general, and I guess from the thousands, I would say probably one of the great chapters. Yeah, Kawhi's not going home like this. Boy, I like that. That's what I like to see. Which backs up what Yamato said. You're important, Momo. Yes, Momo was an ancient weapon.
The ancient weapon. I wouldn't go as far as to say it's an ancient weapon, but he's an integral part of. Yeah, he's an integral part of what needs to happen later on when all the pieces come together.
Yeah, that's what I would say. I think that's a good point. I feel like there's probably one quote-unquote person who's a weapon like that. Then you have a shit Pluton, and I believe the next one will be something else. But I hear what he does sometimes. He does something decent. Yeah, I hear that. All right. My hero this week was really good. I was actually 2 weeks behind. I'm a big fan of Lady Nagant. I like her. She's cool.
Yes, sir.
I would say this like I'll start here, then we'll go wherever we need to go. Don't please miss that shot. Fuck.
Oh, hold on. Give me like 3 minutes to read the chapter for today.
It's okay. I literally read it right before I started streaming. Do your thing. And so we did the same thing. What I really liked was the conversation. Oh, East is here. I'm about to sound dumb, but they say I'm creditless. East, take charge. Take the lead. Take the speaking stick. I'm joking. My favorite part of the chapter was a conversation. Obviously, the ideology, the clash of ideals between Nagata and Deku. But I've seen, obviously I'm very well versed in superhero stuff, so it's not a conversation that I'm unaccustomed to seeing. Not that it wasn't well executed. I'm not trying to say it's just a generic. I'm tired of heroism. No, that's what I'm saying. But what I really liked is that they be lying to y'all. Like they lie to the public, which I think is a kind of necessary evil. Like Rondo, come on, dog. I think it's necessary evil and everything. But what I liked is that she was like, no, like I. You see, remember this guy? Remember what you heard? No, I killed him. It was me. They lied to you. I fucking killed that nigga. I was like, oh wow. um, but yeah, go ahead, East. Tell us why. Tell us why everything was good. Actually, it was a good chapter. The last two chapters are really good. Just real quick, All Might hitting that skirt. That shit was wrong. You know the meme when I pull up with the it's just driving around and you whipping it, yo. Initial D out. What's good? Shout out to my guy All Might.
He had to get it in. You know what I'm saying?
All
So
right,
it's
go
not easy.
ahead. What did you mean by unlock Allen, by the way?
Huh? He said it was like locked. The channel was locked when he tried to get in.
Well,
Like,
no, it's not.
he literally sent me like a picture that shit said like locked.
Oh yeah, I think you have to go on the roll, right?
Yeah,
It
it's
said
on.
channel locked.
I
When
don't.
you try to hop in.
When did he say that? Where?
Oh, he texted me and he asked me, yo, to ask him to let
So
me in.
so tell him to add me on Discord. I'll just drag him in. I don't know why he's doing that. You should have the role. I don't know if he's in the Discord still, but yeah, tell him to just add me on it or whatever. But yeah, go ahead, East. Talk that talk.
Oh yeah. I mean, we were already theorizing that. First of all, I just want to talk about all niggas talking. Oh, as soon as he get close, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? What's she gonna do against super speed? What's she gonna do against super strength? That nigga had her for all 2 pages, and she folded a nigga again. She said, don't go thinking you won the fight already, nigga." Then she sucked her sniper in, and then back shot at that nigga. I said, "See, she barely had to do shit, bro. Like niggas got too gassed up, thinking that shit was gonna like, oh, as soon as she get in close, it's all over with." But you know, I told niggas that niggas got too hyped up, too gassed up, and then like Simi says, thinking man's game, man. Snipers are trained for hand-to-hand combat. Hold that shit, flipped it back around in 2 seconds.
Momo needs Asheville, by the way. So that's funny. Don't forget that thought, East. Sorry, don't forget your thought. Like
Yeah.
thick. My hair tattoo was great indeed. I read my hair forever. Really, Zodiac? It's been really good for a long time. I'm not gonna hold you. Society be driven by anger, anxiety, and some bars, and it's real. It's real. That's real. My hair be hit lady, miracle greater than Lady Nagant. That's the bunny chick, right?
No.
I'm Team Nagant right now. I mean, I'm still Team Midnight forever, but shit, RP man. Did a callback to staying with the charisma and how the villains were scared of All Might even though he had no powers. Oh shit! I didn't even think about that because
You didn't catch that?
wasn't Stain restrained or something too?
Yeah, well, stay. It was after they had. It was after that he had just bodied the last one. He was talking shit back with everybody else, but he had already based like he has passed out, succumbed to his injuries and shit because he had like broken ribs and stuff like that, and he was still able to scare the fuck out of everybody else. Like it paralyzed him with fear just based off his like ideals and convictions.
She only beat him because his double processing fucked up. That's true. That's fair. What you mean? I like my girls with a little evil in them.
Yeah.
I like it. Listen, that conversation and back and forth they had was good because like what I appreciate about it to some degree is like I don't know if this came across to you like this East. It didn't come across as like Deku like being like, hey, this is my naive belief, take it. It almost felt like a bit of a conversation. Like he was willing to listen and see and almost
That's
go ahead.
Yeah, that's the thing about it is because that's what the chapter for 305 was so specifically for. He was like, maybe had I talked to some of these people, it would have been different. But maybe it wouldn't have. Maybe I would have still had to fight these niggas. But if I try to understand these people and where they come from, maybe I can actually make a difference and a change in that sense. Like, actually try to understand like what is creating these issues and these problems and these people than just knocking these things out in 2 seconds. Let me actually try to see and get in the minds because you just all you doing is just throwing your hands like it's like Shigaraki said when he first appears like heroes and villains we both use violence but when we use it when villains use it it's also bad but the heroes use it's glorified and it's justified. And it was like it's the questions they be asking, like, yeah, well, what really is the difference? Like, it's just the way you perceive it. So it's like, okay, well, and then like there's an interesting moment where like Toga and Compress got captured during the war, right before twice the clone that twice saved them, and it was like, yeah, you guys might have your reasons for doing the things you do, but when you start taking out society, that's when it becomes an issue. And it's like, all right, but you acknowledge that there's an issue within society, and that the commentary is always going on in the series about there's issues here, there's issues there, and why is it like this? And Chick Rock is like, yo, y'all niggas just acted blind, like you couldn't help, you turn a blind eye to, and you just let that shit keep festering and festering until now you reap what you sow. All the motherfuckers you turned your back on, cast it aside. Now it's time for them to step back at the top and let you face the let, let you reap what you sow.
Yeah.
Oh, my nigga East is preaching.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, let's go.
I thought you had the role. That's my fault, brother. Brother, I didn't know you had the role.
You good, bro?
And then he's like Alan. What did he say? Alan something something. Like, what is he talking about? I thought you meant I thought you meant like the Alan that I know, like IRL. Like at first, I'm like, isn't he literally a mod? He could just hop into any chat. What are you talking about? So, but yeah, how you felt the chapter? Go ahead, speak your talk. From my hero.
Man, I liked it. I like Deku asking Nagant, why she's doing what she's doing, and I also like seeing Nagant. I liked her backstory too. Seeing her making the decision, wondering like, oh, am I actually doing the right thing? Like me killing all these people, is that actually helping? And then in her mind, it's not helping at all. So she did what she felt like she had to do. So I can't even blame her for it.
I gotta say this too. The more and more they talk about like vigilantes and whatnot, I'm like, damn, I really gotta finish that catch up to vigilante, because I feel like I'm at the point where I'm starting to feel like I'm missing shit.
Hey, I feel you, because I haven't read Vigilantes either, and I need to.
Well, it's stuff here and there where you see more so vigilantes, but like there's little things in there. It's interesting stuff, but you're not missing the whole grandiose. It just so like how people are overlooked in like certain parts of the aspect, like what Shigaraki was talking about, like the entire town, like where that takes place, like that's based off of nobody gave a fuck about that town, and so niggas had to defend for themselves. But you can keep going.
I think that was really all I had to say. Like, I think I just came in and y'all were talking about how y'all felt like it wasn't Deku being naive, and it was just more him literally trying to, find out, ask a conversation.
Yeah, it didn't
just
come
feel
across
the
as
same
like,
way.
no, justice, be a good person. Like it didn't come across to me. It didn't come across to me that way. So I really appreciated that, because I thought that was going to happen. It seemed like he was genuinely just trying to like really get a read on it and understand it and see if maybe his way of thinking needs to somewhat change or adapt as a result. That's how it came across to me. I could be wrong, but
Yeah, I agree, because Deku. I think I have to go back, or wait for the officials just to confirm. But I believe Deku said something about he's starting to see the world isn't as black and white as he originally thought. And so
Yeah, that's
it's
what he
really
said.
good for him to start saying it's good for him to go out there and experience this and start saying stuff like that, so people can realize when he said that he felt like Shigaraki needed saving. That's just because that's his true hero core, like his true hero's heart speaking. And it's not, that's not what he thinks is actually going to happen. That's just what he felt like. He felt like that's what Shigaraki needed at the time. But now he's actually going out, experiencing the world, seeing what's all wrong. And then when he gets to Shigaraki again, he'll have he'll come up with a different conclusion.
Yeah, I have a different viewpoint too, because that nigga Shigaraki gonna take out All Might, so he gonna be have a real different viewpoint on what he looking like.
Hey, chat, ask you if you like Deku yet. You still hate. I know you're joking. I know they're joking.
Yeah, no, already funny. This man, Almighty.
Yeah, Deku wasn't talking like Naruto. What, for real though? What you mean like Naruto? The villains are all dumb niggas trying to explain killing innocent people. Well, yeah. You said what I was gonna say. Nobody is innocent. Basically, Deku is not naive. Doesn't show how everything is Deku. Yeah, like it's kind of like what I say with Luffy sometimes too, where I say Luffy's an idiot, but he's actually not naive. Like, he's gullible, sure. Ape, he is the personification of a fucking monkey, but he's not, he's actually not naive, and he proved that really early with Vivi. So,
when he was like, people die.
Yeah, this is war. You're not gonna be able to save everybody. Just stop, cut it up. Something like that too.
I liked how going just for that, like just for some of the things that Luffy does, or like Luffy says in pre-time skip. I like how when you actually get like after Ace dies and you see his backstory and see how he experienced Sabo's death. I like how it kind of recontextualizes a lot of those things too.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, okay, it came from somewhere, because you understand because where he came, using the mud and the grind and whatnot. Street saying if Naruto was talking, Nagant would be on Hero's side in 3 minutes flat.
Hey, bro,
Look,
Naruto got that mouthpiece for him, bro.
look, man. We don't have to sully the greatness that Horikoshi is putting out right now by associating his name with this bum ass nigga.
Facts.
Horikoshi is
Facts.
he's so far deep into his bag right now. It's like he's reaching for the fries at the bottom, bro. Like I just read this shit. This nigga's making everything come full circle. I'm about to get a cake and put that shit on.
Vigilantes is hard.
This nigga.
Oh, I'm gonna get on it too.
Yes, sir, Pat.
East tells me stuff in it. I'm gonna get to it. I will.
Hey, Pat. I mean, Pat. What I tell you, me.
Look, hey,
I
bro,
said, hold on.
I seen it, but I was patiently waiting, and now he's giving it to me, and I'm just like, bro, this is what I thought the series could be like when it reaches its full potential. Like when we first got introduced to Hawks, I liked the angle that he had where he was showing like the darker side of heroism, where you have to do espionage shit, do underhanded shit, and work with villains so that you can get a leg up on them to help the hero society.
Mm-hmm.
And then now he's putting more layers on it by showing that Nagant was Hawk's mentor at one point in time, and he's showing us that she had similar experiences, and like this is something that is a broader part of heroism that isn't talked about, and we see like how fragile they really are to like maintain peace and order without being upfront about it. And I'm just like, bro, that's some good ass fucking writing. Like I'm actually enjoying
birthday boy.
this shit.
I appreciate that. Sorry, keep going.
Nah, like I'm just saying that's some good ass fucking writing. Like I like when we blur the lines of morality in a series. I can't stand, oh, this person is right all the time, this person is wrong all the time. That's just bland and boring to me. We need to have reasons for why people do things, reasons for why things are the way that they are, reasons for why the story is continuing at the pace that it is. And he's just setting it up and tying everything together, and I'm having a blast, right?
That's why my LOV on my goats. I mean, Spinner and Compress haven't hit their peaks yet, but mainly Compress. But you can see why each one of them, especially Twice more so, did what the fuck he did. Like, nigga, who else did I have to turn to? Like man, his backstory is like, yo, I guess I was just born without any luck. I guess I was just unlucky to be born. Like, who did he have to turn to? He had one mistake, and that nigga just fell after that and never got back up, bro. Never. Like, he fell when he was 16. Nigga didn't get fucking like, and he spent like next 15 years of his life just trying to make it how he make it because nobody want to get that nigga in hand. Then you got Toga, who basically they had to shun her because of quirks or who you are as an entire person. They kind of drive your personality. He often once talked about that in Vigilante. It's like sometimes like the quirk can override who the person is, or it's like, or does a person determine how the quirk works? So it's like it's kind of a balance, and you see sometimes the quirk drives them to do entire things like Shigaraki. His quirk drives him to be as evil he is, just hate everything, want to destroy all there is to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it just drives. Like it off one, it drives that nigga to be a greedy, selfish, like egotistical bastard that have what he wants, but he can't have it.
Yeah, that's one thing that my hero.
If you come in this chat and you expect anything, and Naruto comes up and you don't expect slander, you're in the wrong place. That's all I have for it. I have nothing nice to say except Orochimaru cool. That's about it. Maybe my guy, I like him. That's all. That's
well, I like to point out
Put some respect on Rock Lee.
No.
Oh God.
The original is better. His name is my guy.
But you know, I love the gas.
He's the only bowl cut I respect. He's the only one. You know what? I hate bowl cuts. I'd rather you have one fucking hair sticking out the top of your fucking crown. Okay? Don't get a bowl cut. It's the worst haircut of all fucking time. I don't care who's wearing it. It's trash.
They used to have Rock Lee shit sheened up too, boy.
They go, Almighty Fish said Naruto want to be friends with niggas who murder his parents. He's a goofy.
Nagat's bit after history repeating itself is a superpower society were to be regained with my favorite part of the chapter. They will only show you the bright side And once again, someone will need to shoulder the burden of truth. That's a fucking bar. That is true. Because that's how it kind of works. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. They were talking in this chat. Don't get me wrong. When they was exchanging back and forth, because I thought I could breeze through the chapter. I'm like, oh, wait, hold on. They talking. Let me pay attention. You know, the ones where you're like, wait. They actually talking. Wait, hold on. Let me go back up a little bit. And by the way, you guys were harping on the sniper point for a long time about how they're still trained in close combat and stuff too. I forgot to piggyback off that. You were totally right on that. So that was a good call on that.
Yeah, like
I told you this. You go, Pat.
any long range fighter will always have a countermeasure for somebody who gets in close.
It's
Like
almost.
it's probably
Sorry, go ahead.
now I'll just say this is probably not the best example, but like take Ippo for example, when he was fighting Sawamura and he was keeping it at bay with the long jab, and then they were watching it in the stands, and Mashiba was like, Makunouchi, go up in there, take those long little jabs of his, and get up close and smash his ribs. And then he stopped. He was like, wait, Sawamura knows that Ippo has to get in close to hurt him. So what's he gonna do when he gets up close? And then that's when he came out with the fucking the death blow punch that literally knocked him off his ass. He almost fell down and got knocked out. Like any long range fighter has a countermeasure for a close range attack.
Yeah. What I was gonna say was just that, like, sometimes when someone has a very obvious weakness, I actually tend to believe it's their actual strength. Like, if let's say, like, you know, oh, that's, you know, whatever, Naya, and I'm throwing fucking shit at you the whole time, keeping you at bay, yada yada, and it's like, if I only get close, I could beat him. And it's like, huh, do you think I throw these weapons because I'm bad at hand-to-hand combat? Actually, it's my specialty. Like, that's kind of what I expected. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I don't. I think it's very naive to just think, oh yeah, sniper, get close and I win. Bada boom, bada bing, it's done. Like, no, that's dumb.
Not a
That's
lot
how
of
you.
niggas-
That's how you lose. I'll lose a fight easily, quickly by yourself.
Yeah, I definitely remember some niggas. But don't worry, y'all. I bookmarked those tweets and y'all was talking about some.
Simi.
What he gonna do? What she gonna do against super speed and super strength? I said, you realize they're mutants, right? With hyper reflexes and experience. Because Endeavor's quirk is not super speed and super strength. He has heightened reflexes from all his goddamn experience and his quirk. He dodged out 75% Shiggy when he first pulled up on a nigga, and he was dodging him out barely, just barely, but he was. I was like, yeah, nigga, that's called being a mutant and not human and durability. And plus, niggas like, well, he gonna one shot her. Like, bro, you do realize her entire body is a sniper rifle, right? The recoil from that shit alone gives her way more durability, like, you know, and with able to withstand impact.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I guess because she a chick or whatever, niggas like, oh, don't worry, she finna get one shot real quick. All she gotta do is get up close. But I like my the emperor to speak, you know.
Yeah. Zafira. Is he here? Is Simi here?
I don't know. It's muted.
Oh, might be muted.
Oh shit! Oh wow! Oh fuck! I didn't even realize I didn't take my shit off. Oops, my bad. I was talking. No, it's like, bro. Week in and week out. How many goddamn times I gotta tell you niggas, y'all don't know nothing about fighting, man. Y'all don't. It's ridiculous. Go watch a documentary, please. Something. Get a clue. Pick up a textbook, please. This shit don't. It just don't make no goddamn sense. Every week, the goalpost moves an inch on how Deku gonna beat her with this, with that. She don't stand a chance. He gonna do this. Da da da. Then look what happened.
Oh, his parallel process didn't work. That's the only reason she got away.
It's like, when are y'all finally just gonna call it quits? How long does this fight have to go on before y'all finally fucking call it quits? They could get sniped. Then she didn't stay stationary. She chased after he. Then he went to her and she fucking sent his ass flying. Like, bro, are you kidding me? How long does the fight have to go till y'all stop?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, outside of that fucking headache, yeah, chapter was fantastic. You know, the whole bit of freaking that there's a dark side to everything type beat. You know, that's standard hero affair, right? Which is not this is not no type of sign or nothing like that, but that's a standard topic within this genre.
Mm-hmm.
My the thing that I like the most that she was saying was after the flashback, where or was it before? Where she was saying how, like, bro, your opinions are the opinions of those who are privileged. I said, bruh, this
Yeah, that was after.
fire.
Deku's not red pilled yet.
He's absolutely not.
He's not red pilled, yo. He's not red pilled.
That'll always be my biggest thing about this series too. About like niggas like, oh, they gonna stop this early and rechange this. I like, bro, a bunch of 6-year-old naive ass white collar kids not finna change society. These niggas don't know shit.
Yes,
He's just now getting his feet wet.
her saying that that he thinks that way because of the privileged lifestyle that he was able to live in. Shit, that shit went extremely super duper dummy hard. That was fire. But then Deku's lying back was even more fire because, like, him staying true to helping everybody is what it truly means to be a fucking hero. Because if he was to give in or any type of shit like that, right, the cycle of hatred would not stop. When he listened to everything she said to him, and he was like, "That's more of a reason for us to lend a hand." That's that real heroism shit, because that will truly break the cycle. Because if we just, oh, you bad, I beat your ass, I throw you in jail type beat, it just gonna keep. And then what a guy was talking about, it's just literally going to keep fucking repeating. It's going to be a never ending cycle. Or a Boros, snake eating its own tail, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that he's finally realizing that criminals are human fucking beings, and human fucking beings are led by emotion. And he's like, regardless, even with those differences, we still gotta try to help them and shit. We can't completely isolate them and shit like that. Yeah, it was fire. It was fire on both parts. The action was fantastic. Art always fantastic. Dialogue was going crazy. Yeah, and not only that, but all all Shisaki-kun decided that he wanted to speak. And now the fight's gonna go on longer, because now Deku's distracted and he gonna get his shit mollywopped again, and it's gonna be the same fucking song and dance next week. And I'm gonna come on this fucking stream next week or whenever the next chapter drop, and I'm gonna tell you how much of fighting y'all don't fucking understand. And that's my feelings on the chapter.
And there it is.
Why did we
Nah, niggas really thought
mention the
Deku was about to
most?
win because he was about to use Fajin for the very first time.
They
It
really did.
backfired on that boy.
What you said, Pat?
Why did we neglect to mention the most important thing of the chapter?
Uh-oh.
Overhaul.
What is the most
Not
important thing of the chapter?
not
Looking
since
sorry.
Kubo
Oh,
have I seen a mangaka with so many bad bitches in his series.
Let's go.
He's not missing. I'm not understanding.
I don't
Hey,
know.
bro.
Do I?
That's his
I actually don't know if I agree with that. That's the thing. Like, in totality, I don't know if I agree with that. But the bad ones are bad.
In Shonen Jump,
I mean, if by today's standards, I mean, these niggas don't know about bitches.
That-
they don't know
I
about
said
drawing
not-
elite thoughts.
not-
They don't know
not
about that
since-
game.
I said not since Kubo
Fair,
have I seen a mangaka drop so many bad bitches in his series.
That's spitting.
They all built the way I like them. Thick, pretty, strong-willed, but they got their own agendas. They not all rah men are trash. Like, nah, they got some femininity to them. Like, bro,
There you go.
that man know what he doing.
Yeah, goddamn right.
Is Deku gonna talk Jutsu her in your opinion? No, I don't. I could see someone interfering at this point. Anarchy has me open. Yo, if he's streaming again, ask him if I could come in this week. I got a lot to say.
We stream Sunday, yeah.
All right.
It's like Gege somewhere covering his face.
Yeah, the dialogue of My Hero has certainly elevated since the war arc ended. I think it's been good for a really long time. Deku has grown so much this arc. Yeah, recency bias maybe whooping my ass right now, but Lady in the Gap might be top 10 at least. Okay, I told y'all I'm still Team Midnight, but hey. Get a little Phoenix down. You know what I'm talking about? Stop. I'm like,
Somebody asked me,
what overhaul
somebody
he
asked me if
did?
she know what
I don't know.
Shizaki did. No, she shouldn't know what he did because she was. To put it to you, Frank, she went into prison in the height of her youth. That's like her early 20s. If you could tell the difference, they compare to her now. She was in Tartarus for quite a while, most likely.
Tabata somewhere smiling.
He got a couple bad bitches in the series.
All right.
Crazy. But hey, man, this is what I like to say too. If you ever seen something that hasn't been on screen prior to, I always use the rule of 20 for Kohei. It's been about 18 chapters, I think on 19 with this one, since 297, which was the prison break. And niggas question why we didn't see the prison break in its entirety and that Nagant wasn't going to be useful and why did Overhaul pop up like he did. Now you see 19 chapters later exactly why Kohei took everything off screen and put it when it was actually relevant. Because had you had Nagant talking to R for one, it would have spoiled Deku leaving UA, which wouldn't have been as shocking as it did with 306. And then the airwalk thing wouldn't matter like it did when it popped up again. Like when the things are not shown by Kohei, there's a reason to that. It's not just because.
And, East, speaking of that type of Hori's writing style like that, I think I don't know if it's a valid criticism or not, because I mean Hori not showing things, but how do I put this? Because I remember like you said it like this one time. Hori doesn't care about anything that's not relevant to his plot. So he does a lot of stuff. He'll show you something and it won't come back until it actually matters. And so I think a lot of people like they use that as criticism against him because they like Hori doesn't. Or should I say like most of his reveals and setups they aren't meant for like the readers. They're more for the world of My Hero itself. And I think that a lot of people criticize him for that.
Wait, hold on, wait, whoa. So now all of a sudden theatrical irony is a bad thing?
No, I don't think so.
You let them tell it. Hell yeah.
No, I'm not saying you think about. I'm saying based off what you said. So what other niggas are saying. So
yeah, if you let them tell
it, theatrical irony is taboo. All right.
Oh, absolutely, bro. You know how it is with My Hero. Any type of criticism that they don't put on any other series, they gonna put it on My Hero. Like I was talking to people. I was talking to people yesterday about the Dobby reveal, and they're saying, "Oh, it's not even. It doesn't matter. We've already known this." And I'm like, "Bro, it wasn't for us. Corey gave us so many hints. Of course, we were gonna know."
Nah, I could speak on that and why that was really good.
Yes, please do. I love it.
Because the thing about the Dabby reveal is that he didn't actually drag it out. Like what I expected him to do was what most mangaka would do, right? Oh, who was the mystery? Time to reveal. And then at the very last chapter, you got like an epic reveal. And it's like, I'm your son. And then you got just a cliffhanger. He cut the bullshit. Frame one. He took it out of his hair and said, I have a beautiful name. It's called Toya. What you talk about? Hold on. I'm right here. And then he had a plan to actually, he basically was using reputation destruction against his own fucking father. Like, this is number one hero. This is the guy you like. Man had a whole plan to plant seeds of dissension into the entire public. Like, the reveal itself wasn't meant to be the part that was like made you go, oh shit, because you knew it was him. And he didn't actually play around with that. He immediately cut the shit. Went straight to the point, but this nigga Dabby had an entire plan to take down his dad and plant seeds of doubt throughout the entire society. That's perfect. That's how you do it. You don't be like, I'm Obito. That's the reveal. The chapter ends. We fucking knew this for the moment. It was so obvious. Some of us really, really, really did mental hula hoops to not think it was him. That's whack. That's boring. That's a waste of my time. That's a waste of a chapter. For nothing to happen, just for it to be like, oh yeah, it's Obito. What the fuck? He came, he cut the bullshit, and gave you even more. Like, we're already fighting for our fucking lives here. Now society's against us? Man, they're not thinking. They're not thinking. They're not reading. That's what they always telling me for Tower of God. They not reading. Cut that.
God.
I want to say this real quick about the privilege thing, which is interesting, right? you could probably make an argument like, yeah, Deku's life is privileged, but maybe not his experiences as far as coming as far as being a hero or whatnot, because he was powerless and stuff. So I think the comment against him is against that him is just interesting just because of that little thing. Like, you could probably make the argument in a lot of ways that he still had to work really hard for what he had, even though you could say he was privileged. But I actually still agree. Like, he's still operating from the fact that he's shielded, and he's grown up in this hero culture. He doesn't know, he hasn't stepped outside of it to see the truth, and this is a very real thing, like, because I can kind of say like my belief system was challenged like a month and a half ago for the first time, and I'm like, I don't know if I believe all the shit I was told for years. So it's an interesting development.
Yeah, so it's interesting to see how he takes his headspace with the more shit he starts to fucking learn about everything going inside. And that's another thing that Horikoshi is he's telling niggas and he's showcasing it, and like he's trying to like hone it in before it happens, which is that if you look at very specific panels, the second coming for All For One, the NVA, when Makia looked at Shigaraki and was like, "Oh shit, a true successor," and it's like, all right, when he rises atop all the rubble, when rules don't matter and this, that, and the other, and society's lawless and this, that, and the other, and he brings everybody together, the second coming. And you look back at like when Banjo was like, "This look like we slipped back into the past, like the days of the Advent, back in my times," and it's like, and then like you hear the second you're talking about, yo, back in our day, victory meant life and failure meant death. Like there was like that time is coming back again. Like I don't need my hero to be dark or pushy. Like I love this series when it was doing the other thing before I seen the greatness that Horikoshi was playing. Like like that just before I seen the greatness that he had in store. Just when it was simple. I love the slice stuff, but I don't fool myself and just what I want. Every time I talk about my hero, I only use logic. All right, people think I just use like all my passion, my heart, my love. No, bro, I just use straight logic when I analyze the series based off what he's giving me. I know his writing pattern. I know his trajectory. That's all I do. So when I base it off of, bro, when Shigaraki wakes up, like they have told you, fully complete, it will be a massacre. Like he's showing you these little panels and these blood, he's showing it, but he's not fully going all in. But he's trying to prepare you for like gradually getting there to when we hit that point and that peak, shit will hit the unlimited feel like the ultimate fucking fan. Like he literally had people getting shot in the head with bullets with the blood splatter out in the series. Like this chapter, like it's there. Is he's trying to showcase you everything before it immediately like when that nigga wakes up, this will be a different series. I'm trying to get that honed into people because it kind of got like sidetracked a little bit, and people doubt it would happen because it didn't happen during the war. But the PLF war is just set up for everything to come after. Because thinking that it was just going to end the villains win, like I thought we did, it was too much of a meathead, like straight up like rush into the plot when Horikoshi has way more things he need to flesh out. Because right now he's doing the whole endeavor, suffering from his past mistakes before Dabi get his ass. All Might living through giving All Might his last minute moments before he dies. It's like he's setting all these characters up before they really meet their end. He likes to ring every character out for everything he can before they go. So that's what he's doing with Endeavor and All Might as we speak. Like he's ringing them at their final moments, everything he can, endeavoring, living through like that, all that shit, getting out to the public. Like it's coming to a conclusion, basically.
Yeah, but the chapter was incredible. I mean, I even thought the action was drawn and illustrated really well. I've been enjoying all that too. Like just kind of like he's apologizing for the way he used the Gran Torino's thing. I still think that he has a lot of information, even more information to process because of his abilities he hasn't used it, on top of him having to obviously still get his body strong enough for the original one that he got. So, yeah, that boy's smart, man. Put some respect on his name.
What?
That boy Deku be thanking. I like thinkers. So.
Oh, speaking of paneling, some of the panels were divided by the rifle and some of them were divided by the bullet shots.
Yeah, that was really good. I noticed that. I was saying that was really good. That was really dope. Like he snapped. Like I don't ever think he was bad at drawing action, but there's certain times where I'm like, ooh, he's snapping right now. I never thought he was bad at it, but yeah, great chapter for me. It's like a 9. It was incredible. I'm excited for what's to come. I mean, it's interesting because like obviously I'm still not a huge Deku fan, but this character arc this journey he's been going on has been an absolute treat to follow. I've been having a good time with it. Um, my really hope is that he kind of gains a little bit of like, I guess you could say, a little I want him to stay himself, but I just want him to be able to kind of accept some realism. Like, all right, maybe not everyone could be saved. Not mean I can't try, but there comes a point where it's not worth it because I have to prioritize lives. We'll see if we can kind of get to that level of realism, but I'm not gonna do the thing where like with Ace and Luffy, where they're like, well, since he lost his brother, now he's gotta be dark, gonna be edgy. Luffy gonna kill niggas. It's gonna be drowning pirates and shit. Like, bro, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. No, I couldn't have been on Twitter because that was so
Ain't gonna
long
lie,
ago.
bro. If Deku ever turned edgy like that, I'm dropping my hero.
That's what I'm saying. That's not what I'm looking for. It's just funny to me because I remember when that was a legitimate real life criticism. Like they were like, he just went back to the way he was, and I was like, yeah, what? What's the problem? He should
Like, bro,
he should hate
got
the
over- he
pirate
healed
world.
his trauma. Like, I
I'm
don't know
like,
what y'all
bro,
niggas want.
I don't know, dude.
No, it's funny because people still bring that up today, but it was like,
I haven't heard it
Luffy
in a long time. I haven't heard it in a while. So
people be like, Luffy hasn't learned a thing. OMG. The most recent example is when he went to go fight Kaido. They were like, oh, he's in the new world now. He's still the same stupid idiot he was. He hasn't learned nothing. Like, bro, he's trying to protect his crew. What the
hey
fuck you
man, watch
expect him
my
to do?
video on One Piece and character development, and I'll give you the answer you need. Because I know I framed it perfectly at the end when I said about it. I don't remember it verbatim, but I remember it. I remember it was good. Any final comments? I'm ready to wrap this up. I did a lot of fucking videos today. I'm tired.
Yeah, Shonen Jump. They had 2 good chapters. I can't even say that now, but I'm
Yeah,
not
I saw
caught
you
up.
reading. Hey, my daughter wants it. She gets it. You know. Shout out to the Sakamoto
that series
days.
is
Hey, shout out to Sakamoto Days for
We might
real.
have a
that's-
Sakamoto Day stream with that, and y'all fuck with Mash Show too, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Now listen.
I'm not caught up
Now,
yet. I'm not caught up with Mash Show, but we'll talk about it. Go ahead.
I'm about to
Listen,
start
nah.
MASH soon.
now hold on. This is completely off topic. And, I'm not gonna dive too much into it because this is more so of like a fucking anime manga stream. But bro, all the good Shonen Jump shit is in Jump Plus, boy. Like, son, oh my god, like right now they 2-0 with me because Sakamoto Days was straight gas. Like, bro, I can't wait till next chapter come out. Then I was reading freaking Ghost Reaper Girl. I'm like, yo, this gas. I still got Kaiju number 8 to read.
Oh yeah, I didn't
Got
start that. I didn't
Mash
start
on the
that yet.
fucking
Oh, I gotta peep that too.
Oh, you going
Catch
Kaiju
up
8? Let's
too?
go.
The only new series I started is Elusive Samurai.
Yeah, you were there
I'm
from
gonna-
chapter 1. I remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on that, Patrick.
You
I
was hype
promise.
beast and bad though.
Oh, and I still am.
No, I'm just saying, but off the first chapter. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think. When you think it's overhyped first chapters, I don't know why it triggers me. It triggers me every time.
Had to get my stand leader crown ready.
Oh brother.
Stand leader crown.
Oh,
my
hive
God.
leader. Okay, I feel it.
Yeah, and I still got freaking
When niggas come asking questions about Elusive Samurai, send them my way.
I'm not reading Undead Unluck. I don't like it.
So I'm like, bro, I'm like, Jump is fine. Just all the good shit's on freaking Jump Plus. But that being said, yeah, Sakamoto Days, son, that shit gas pack, boy. But anyways, Shonen Jump had a good week this week. Some fire chapters drop. Shit is good. Things are looking up in the world. What a fantastic way to end May.
I'll catch up to JJK someday. Can we get an Invincible stream once City finishes? Absolutely, you can. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I'm almost done with that shit too. Oh my god.
You don't have to give me a reason to talk about comic books. You can just say, "Hey, talk about Monstrous," and I'll talk about it. I don't need a reason. I just need someone who's gonna listen. That's all I need. I'll reread if 9 is undead unluck. When we get 9 to undead unluck, okay, I'll give it a real fair chance, I guess. Jesus.
Go.
One day I'll catch up to another. Something good on a comment with
Hey, man, I
I'm
just
not.
want to ask y'all this.
You see, like with me, like Sakamoto Days and Mashal, I kind of found on my own, and like, like no one really recommended it to me like that. I kind of like the premise, especially for Sakamoto. The concept was right up my alley, right? So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in here for this, and I'm having a good time. I'm not overrating it. I'm not being like it's the best thing. You got to go. It's just something fun that I enjoy. So that's it for me. But you niggas and your Chainsaw Mans and your undead unlocks and why
Good
and
job,
all this
guys.
shit.
Who the hell reading Chainsaw Man? This nigga's letting bitches throw up in his mouth.
Excuse me.
Hey, that shit is never getting read.
Can I ask us a real? Has anyone here read a substantial amount of it?
Yes,
No.
I read all of it.
I read all of
I
it.
read all of it.
Yes.
So what's the main character's name? Denji, right?
Yes.
Is he just a massive beta male? I can't read that shit.
Nigga gets no bitches.
Their silence is enough answer.
The problem with a series like those kind of series, it reminds me of Snot Girl. Not in this sense. There's not even a little bit of relatability for me. I just don't understand people like
it's
this.
It's a relatability for a lot of people, apparently.
That's why I think they like it. But for me, I'm looking at it and I'm just disgusted by what I see.
Yeah.
All I know is that what's his name? Fujimoto apparently put in an interview that he modeled Makima and Denji's relationship off of what he likes in real life, and I was like, all right.
Nah, when this nigga told me when I read this nigga was
He
like
freaky as hell, dude.
Yeah, when I read this
Crazy.
nigga said, yeah, this girl used to push my bike over and laugh at me. And I liked it. And I was like, and it was like a call. I was like,
it's
"All right,
deeper
bro."
than they think. Don't listen. sorry, that killed me. I don't want to laugh. Go ahead.
Okay, bro.
I'm not sure what to read first. East of West or Monstrous? East of West is completed, so I'll say that. Just read it because you'll complete it. Just be done. And then Monstrous is ongoing, so I'll say East of West.
I need to picture the Monstrous, bro.
I'll never understand that, bro. Niggas getting off to women wearing the pants in a relationship. No, sir.
I've always told people I'm the sadist. I'm not trying to get stepped on. I'm stepping on you. That's how the whole.
Hey, we on our Okita Sogo gimmick, yes sir.
Yeah.
We make them bend the knee.
No, Monstrous is ongoing.
Need some new furniture. Oh, that's
Alright, hey, Chainsaw Man's either the modern Shakespeare work or the worst thing in in between.
That's facts, actually.
I don't know. Like I'm obviously. It's funny because like what Big said is something that I think I said in the video recently. Like it's deeper than they think. Don't listen. When someone's like, oh yeah, like this story is about like this guy. He wants to be about Pirate King, but like there's like more to it though. Like why did you think I didn't assume that? I just don't understand. You really thought the story was just about this one central plot? No, I know there's subplots. Like, please stop. I hear people do that to me. Like, so like he was old, but now he's young again, and he's back in school. But like, it's more to it though. Like, obviously, I know this. Why do you guys always tell me shit like this? I didn't think it was literally that was the only thing that's gonna happen. You know, like, but anyways. Gun Devil, Katana Devil, Aki Zenkan. Yes, hey man. As long as you guys are having fun, that's all that matters. I don't give a fuck. You're missing out. Dominated by tall girls.
I got something to say on that.
Hold on. Are you getting dominated by tall girls though? Go ahead.
Nah, I was watching the Yo TLG video yesterday, and I just want to say you started that off with some cap, brother.
What did
that man
say?
said he let people enjoy everything. Ask him everything he says when I bring up Pokemon. This man has never let me enjoy Pokemon.
I have a Pokemon make me mad. I got no love for Pokemon. It should make me mad. He not wrong though. I be looking for reasons to slander Pokemon. He not wrong now.
You be looking for reason to slander?
Nah, bro. Look, bro. Me and him started a conversation, bro. Hims was putting me onto a whole new game, bro. He was putting me on the Nexomon, and so I played it for a little bit. I'm like, yeah, bro, this shit kind of live. You know what I'm saying? I like it. It's real different. I like it. And the first thing him said was, hell yeah, it's way better than that trash Pokemon you playing.
The joke is, I made a video about that shit. I'm like, these are Pokemon alternatives, but I'm not saying not to still enjoy Pokemon. Boy, that was cap. I hope y'all stop enjoying Pokemon some fucking day, bro. I'm lying.
He be lying.
Oh man, oh my goodness. I mean, I didn't know, but I do mean that. Like, I can't speak on your enjoyment. You like what you like, but you're not gonna look me in the eye and tell me that Tower God anime was good. That shit was dick on the ground.
It was. I'm glad. See,
That shit was
That
cock
shit
in a
was-
sock, balls
Oh
on the
my-
walls. It was,
Nah, what's irritating me is now here come all the freaking smelly knuckle dragging apologists in your comments talk about it wasn't that bad. Yes, it was that bad.
It was
Yeah, it was
actually
bad,
worse than what
It
you
didn't
thought.
feel
I have
special at
actually
all.
like let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I have actually watched every single episode from beginning to end, 1 through 13 or whatever the fuck how many there was,
Not even I did that.
right? Don't even try it. Oh well, he did not finish the series, so he wouldn't know. I didn't know. The shit
It's
is
as good
ass.
as a
My girlfriend was
standalone.
anime only for TOG, and she did not like that shit.
And let me tell you something too. That OST ass as well. Y'all don't know no fucking good OSTs if you think that shit fire.
I was
Not
gonna
a single one of
say,
them.
that's the one
not
thing
a
everyone.
sing-
Go ahead, sorry.
Bruh. Not a single one of them songs were memorable. That shit is ass. Get the fuck out of here. It even used fucking opera right. This shit is ass. Nothing about it is good. Shoot.
Yeah,
Turn
I
it
think it
off and
looks
keep
pretty.
it off.
but Kami no To. Exactly the start of the show. It's about Kami no To. Don't you come to me talking about no Kami no To, bro. What the fuck does that mean?
What I say? What I say? I see anybody saying that shit. Unironically,
Kaminoto.
they getting blocked. What's wrong with you?
You
So
don't
glad
say
Kami no
Kaminoto?
toe back.
They see
Talking
the
about-
problem was they didn't think that shit was gonna be marketable, so they weebified it to the max.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, this shit not even a Japanese series. Why? Like I was expecting it to be in Korean, bro. It's like, why is it in Japanese?
Someone said that Japan isn't like Korea or something, and they sabotage it on purpose in the
No,
comment section.
they actually do not though. I've read
Yeah.
about that history. They have very bad blood between each other.
None of them. Yeah, that whole thing is kind of.
We temp tamers East. What the fuck you mean? We temp
Where the Tim Strains at? That's what I mean.
Oh.
Yeah. I texted the second part. You jumped on the before I texted it. Yeah.
I gotta get that. I don't have the game yet. I don't know the game yet. I'll be playing.
My trap.
I got next time on Extinction though. I'll go.
Extinction.
Yeah, no, the story's mad edgy at the beginning. It's super funny. It's just like
Don't worry,
it's mad
the only thing that is distinct is our boredom. Because Tommy no toe back. You know what I'm saying? In the paint.
That's what I'm saying. They're like Studio Mirror and whatnot. Like Korea has great studios and great animators. Like I don't understand why they didn't do that. Oh fuck! You just reminded me. Okay, I'm gonna write this down before I forget. I forgot Love, Death, and Robots got the second season. I forgot about that. I mean, I keep forgetting. I need to watch that because I was fucking with the couple of first season ones.
Oh yeah, we did speak. You like the Zeta Blue, was it?
Yes, that was my favorite.
You really like that one. You really like that one.
That was my favorite. And Scissor 7 is really good. The third season was really dope, but I love my dingy, my Danhua, shout out to China, the greatest fucking country in the world. I tip my hat, I salute.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
Jesus! Help!
Studio Man, I know they dropped. Yeah, you get it. Yeah, man, I don't know, dude. But I mean, I need Koji, by the way. Koji needs to come out. But yeah, I got a bit of a Danhua video coming out. So Japan's those fucking fair season with these damn anime adaptations. I feel that. But I'm tired. The stream is over. Goodbye.